Ooh. Hi everyone, my name is Lakshmi, as you can see. I'm gonna ask a lot of rhetorical questions today. So if I ask you a question, I actually really want you, it's a real question, but I want you to say it in your head, okay? A way in which I would like to change the world with my speech, one student at a time, is through the law of attraction. One of my biggest lessons in life has been the law of attraction. It has genuinely shown me that I can receive health, happiness, and wealth. It has shown me that I can have and do anything that I want. This idea came to me last year in a movie called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. This speech is for me and it's for my grade. However, this speech is also for you during your life. Yes. Now, explaining the law. Many have heard it, many have practiced it, a lot of people know what it is, but a lot of people really don't know and understand how strongly it should be applied to your life. According to The Secret, and this is a quote that I got from the movie, thoughts are magnetic and thoughts have a frequency. As you think thoughts, they are seen out into the universe. They are sent out into the universe and they magnetically attract all like things that are on the same frequency. Everything sent out returns to the source, which is you. In other words, so you can better understand, the way you feel, the person that you are, and all of your surroundings are there because you want them to be. Think about what is now. Take a moment and think about your life. Think about you. Think about what's around you. What don't you like? What hurts you the most? The complaints that people think about every single day. What don't you like? My job. I don't like my job. I don't like my coworker. Why don't I have more money in my pocket? Why does my car keep breaking down? Why does my personal relationships, they're always failing? My boyfriend doesn't like me. I'm always arguing with my girlfriend. What's going on? And I want you to think about what could be. Working with the law will allow you to look into the mirror and step into the happier side of life. Now you're wondering, like, why am I so passionate? This girl is up on stage, you know, she really knows what she's talking about. Well, it's because I have my own personal story. Last year, I lived in Orlando. I was 17 years old and I moved out of my house and I moved to Orlando because I'm outrageous, I'm very spontaneous. And after 5 months of just living la vida loca, I was on the brink of being broke. I used all of my financial aid and I had to pay $600 a month on rent. Mind you, I was 17. You know, how am I going to pay for that? In the midst of my depression and confusion and anxiety, I was actually home one day and I was really bored, so I went on Netflix. I know you guys know about Netflix. And I stumbled upon a video and it was called The Secret. I watched The Secret and it showed me about the law of attraction. And after I saw the video, I thought to myself, like, you know what, man, what? I don't need to be depressed. It really did, it really changed my life. So after that, I applied The Secret to my life. And that's really what people have to take into consideration, is actually applying The Secret to your life. A few days later, I was driving down a road and I was coming home from school and I saw a huge sign and it said $10.99 oil change, you know, because I was having problems with my car. So I went and it said $10.99 oil change, and I can just say that when I walked out with a job. I was hired 2 days later. I was making $15 an hour. I was 17 years old. I was the youngest employee they had ever hired. And to make it even better, it was a block away from my house. And I made my own schedule. And I made my own schedule where I can work around school and I can visit my family on the weekends. Now, I know this may sound as a coincidence and you're probably like, oh, she got a job, but in reality, it isn't. Applying the law to your life is not difficult. It is not a hassle. Applying the law is actually fun, refreshing, enjoyable, and easy. Now we need, you know, steps for applying the law. How am I just gonna, you know, live such a glorious lifestyle all the time? You're wondering how, you know? How am I just gonna wake up one day and everything that I've ever wanted is just gonna be right there at the balls of my feet? Will I wake up and just walk into a dealership and get a job one day? Probably not. But those broken relationships will be mended and your hassles in your life will disappear. The principle allows you to create a life that fits all of your needs, all of your wants, a life that will make you happy and not everyone else. To begin, the first thing you have to do is get an attitude adjustment. You heard me. Think about it like this. You can't walk around life with a gray cloud above you and expect for life to get sunny one day. This time, you are gravity and you will bring out the sun on your own. According to The Secret, life is supposed to be fun. When you're having fun, you feel great and you receive great things. Having fun brings the life you want, and taking things too seriously brings a life that you have to take seriously. Now that you've had an attitude adjustment, you can now start thinking about what you want. Isn't that really easy? The law allows you to be specific. You can say by the job, it was extremely specific. There is no limit to what you can ask for. Realistically, of course, for all you want to be like Superman. I want to learn how to fly. You need to become aware of your thoughts. You need to become aware of your feelings. Ask yourself who you are. This is another quote to consider. I got it from The Secret. The most important thing for you to know is that it is impossible to feel bad and at the same time be having good thoughts. That would defy the law, because your thoughts cause your feelings. If you are feeling bad, it is because you are thinking thoughts that are making you feel bad. It is really simple. What am I attracting right now? You can ask yourself, well, how do you feel? Do you feel good? Good, and keep doing that, because good things will keep coming. With this law, you can defy boundaries. The Secret gives you anything you want: happiness, health, and wealth. My family is the biggest motivation in my life, and here's a motivational story from the originators of my generation.
My name is Felipe Botero, and I'm the owner of Dixway Motors in Atlanta, Florida.
How has the law of attraction affected your life?
The law of attraction has affected my life in very positive ways. In a way that I have realized and I have learned through these principles that you could be in control of your life and your destiny by simply having a positive attitude. And in the same way, you could be the failure of your destiny, of your future, by having a negative thoughts in your mind all the time. I'm going to give you a quick example. 3 years ago, when we opened our business, the economy was very bad. When I was by the year number 1, I saw many businesses, many dealerships closing the doors. But I kept my mind very positive. I kept myself thinking that I'm not going to be one of those that close the doors, that I'm going to be one of those that have the business open. And thank God, 3 years later, we have a very successful business, and we have just recently opened up a second location. When everybody was thinking about that the economy was bad, I was thinking to myself, inside me and in my mind, that we were going to go through the whole situation, and everything that I thought, I attracted it to me. Those principles are very powerful, and they are very true. If you have a positive way, if you want to attract something in your life, that's why you have to think. Thank you very much.
There we go. The proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. With this new mentality and positive outlook on life, your environment can be and will be revolutionized. The principles of visualization and positivity will allow you to reach new limits. This is another quote to consider. The law states, we are in the midst of a glorious era. As we let go of limiting thoughts, we will experience humanity's true magnificence in every area of creation. Do what you love. If you don't know what brings you joy, ask, what is my joy? As you commit to your joy, you will attract an avalanche of joyful things because you are radiating joy. You are a product of your surroundings, and the person that you are is interpreted through your thoughts and your emotions. Thank you.